Welcome to Raider Football on the River Channel. I'm Joel Eby, absent one Chris Larson tonight. Chris has got some personal things to take care of tonight, namely his wedding anniversary, so I'll be flying solo here tonight. Welcome to the second installment of the Raider 2014 season. Hudson tonight is taking on Chanhassen Storm. It's the same team that we played last year, the second game at Chanhassen. The rain is holding off for now, but it is looking rather ominous, so we could see some rain tonight. Hudson coming off a 27-24 victory over Minnetonka last week. Hudson jumped out to an early lead, got ahead 20-3 at half, and then held on to win. Overall, it was a good game for Hudson. Plenty of things went right, and enough things went wrong that you had plenty of stuff to coach on this week. The one note I would bring is that the distressing thing is Hudson to give up 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, which was a little distressing. This defense has been known for being pretty stingy in the fourth quarter. But once again, it was a victory, so all is good in Raiderland.
The Storm are coached by Bill Rosberg.
The Storm is led by quarterback number 4, Max Hutton, and senior running back Cole Kirchhoff. Last week, Chanhassen played South St. Paul and came away with a victory. Hutton led the way with 12 completions out of 18 for 169 yards and 3 touchdowns, and had 11 carries for another 75 yards. So he actually accounted for just about half of the total offense of the team. The other leading rusher was Cole Kirchhoff, number 25. He had 16 carries for 56 yards, and he did add 1 TD. So the Raiders are going to have their work cut out for them tonight, and we'll have to see what they can do. I expect to see more of what we saw last week. Hudson's going to try that hurry-up offense, balanced attack. I'm sure they'll try to run the ball and pass. John, you could tell, looked really good last week, looked very poised under center. Dayton Dimmel got the majority of the carries. Braden Marvin added a few carries of his own, had one tremendous carry that was called back on penalty. It was about an 80-yard run. Hopefully we can get some more of that tonight. But now the introductions are complete. Hudson gathers on the 50-yard line, their traditional pregame chant, and we will be underway in just a few moments.
Folks, a reminder, Hudson High School promotes good sportsmanship in tonight's game. Please respect the efforts of the officials, coaches, and players of both teams. Thank you.
Looks like Hudson will be kicking off. Typically that happens when Hudson does win the toss. Hudson likes to kick off and start on defense. Their goal has been in recent years to pin their opponent deep, get a quick 3-and-out, and then give the offense a short field to work with. Christian Bell, Jr., will be doing the kicking for Hudson. Christian did most of the kicking last year as a sophomore. He did sustain an injury last year, which prevented him from playing in some of the games, but And we're underway. The kick is deep. Nice kick will sail into and out of the end zone for a touchback. So Chanhassen will come out on offense and start at their own 20-yard line.
Bell's kick is a touchback through the end zone. Chanhassen will start 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line.
As I said earlier, Max Hutton, number 4, is the quarterback, senior. And they like to throw the ball. Lining up with 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Hutton takes a snap from under center, hands off up the middle. That looked like Jack Koski on the tackle after a short gain of about 3 yards. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Hutton will go out of the shotgun this time. Kirchhoff goes in motion. Fake, pump fake, throwing deep. He's got a man open, overthrows him. Kirchhoff was open. Came in motion across the backfield and swung out through the flat. Hutton waited a little bit, I think just a little too long on that pass. If we would have thrown a little earlier, probably would have had a better chance, but regardless, brings up 3rd down, so it'll be 3rd and 7, a long 7. See if the Raider defense here can get a stop and get the ball back. Oh, we had a little motion. Looked like we had the right tackle moved a little early on that. So that'll push them back 5, and we'll make it 3rd and 12.
Illegal procedure on Chanhassen. 5-yard penalty brings up 3rd and 12.
Here's an opportunity for the Raider defense to make something happen. So it's going to be a passing down. Hutton will take it out of the shotgun again. Snap, and he's back to throw. He's throwing. Oh, it's caught. It's going to be. Looks like it's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he's just across the 30-yard line. Got just enough for the 1st down.
Pass complete to Brannon.
Well, the Raiders with a good opportunity there to get off the field on defense and couldn't make it happen. So here we are, 1st and 10. Ball just across the 30-yard line. Hutton once again out of the shotgun. Handoff to Kirchhoff up the middle. Nothing happening there. Pushed back by a host of Raiders. It's like Niederhauser and Koski were the 2 initial defenders. Followed up by Xander Motu. Finished them off.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
So they're going to give him a short gain of 1. 2nd and 9 for the Storm. Once again, Hutton will line up in the shotgun, moving his receivers around. We got a 5-receiver set. Kirchhoff comes in motion. Handoff is to Kirchhoff. Oh! Blocked! Holden Tim fought off the block and made a tackle in the backfield for about a 4-yard loss.
Tackled by Holden Tim for a 5-yard loss.
Holden Tim had a nice game last week against Minnetonka. Follows up there with a tackle for a loss. So once again, we'll have 3rd and long for the Storm. Once again out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, man in motion. Kirchhoff drops back to pass, under pressure. It's going to be a screen. Xander. Not Xander Motu, that was number 30. Bryce Ducharme had a shot at him, slowed him up.
Tackle by Sikulu. gain of 2 to bring up 4th down.
So the Storm will punt.
Odo to punt.
Snap is back. It's handled. Punt will land about the 42-yard line and roll inside the 40. No return by Hudson. Hudson will take over on about the 38-yard line. So with 8:40 to go in the first quarter, Hudson will take over on offense.
38-yard line.
Hudson led by senior quarterback John Yucatel. John started out as the starting quarterback last year and then was injured in the Minnetonka game and ended up doing a nice job last week. That was Diemel on the carry up the middle. Nothing happened. It was met immediately in the hole. Ebert on the tackle.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. You can tell back to pass. He's got it, man open. It's caught! Oh! Herring Weismeyer with a beautiful catch. There is a flag down.
Pass to Wiesmeyer complete.
We'll see what the flag is. I believe we're going to have pass interference on the defense, but we'll have to see. Oh, they're going to call offensive pass interference. You got to be kidding me. Oh. Really? You know, you would think that Hudson would get a little bit of a break on the officiating when they're playing at home, but it just never seems to happen. There was some initial contact there, but it looked like it was mutual contact. There was
Pass interference on the Raiders.
So that'll negate a nice play, nice pass and catch. And that's a 15-yard penalty. Puts the Raiders back to 2nd and 25. You could tell keeps it. He's got some room. He might go across the 40, inside the 30 down. Tackled out of bounds and inside the 30-yard line. John, you can tell on the option, hangs on to the ball. Oh, looks like they're going to mark him just short of just outside the 30.
That's a Hudson Raider. 1st down.
So then we got 1st and 10, ball just outside the Chanhassen 30-yard line. You can tell under center, hands off to Dimmel. Dimmel, nothing happening there. Looks like he got just across the 30, gain of about a half a yard.
Tackled by Fitch.
Not much happened on the inside of that defensive line of the Storm. You can tell under center again, fakes a handoff to Diemel. Will keep it himself. He's going to pitch. Pitches it. Look, that was number 22, Jordan Carranza. Carranza got maybe a yard. We'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Gain of 2, it'll be 3rd and 8.
Well, let's see what the Raiders can pull out of their book of tricks here. I will say they're probably going to be in 4-down territory. It's kind of out of the field goal range of Bell. Once again, oh, you can tell keeps it up the middle. He's got some room. He's down to the 10. Looks to be tackled right just outside the 10-yard line. Be 1st and 10, just outside the 10-yard line. Once again, the hurry-up offense. You can tell brings the offense up to the line of scrimmage, barks out the signals, goes again under center, hands off to Diemel up the middle. Nothing happening. Just Raiders unable to get anything going up the middle with Dimmel
Diemel on the carry.
in this first series.
Tackled by Ebert. 2nd and 9.
So we'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Raiders. Handoff to Marvin around the end. Marvin's got the corner. He's in for the touchdown. Braden Marvin.
Braden Marvin on the carry for the touchdown. Hudson Raiders.
Well, I got to believe if Hudson can keep running the ball that well on the edges, Chanhassen is going to have to do something. That'll probably soften up that middle a little bit as we go on in the game here. Bell will come on for the extra point attempt. You could tell holding. The snap, the hold, the kick, and the kick looks like it's good. So with 6:21 left in the first quarter, the Raiders take a 7-0 lead.
Chanhassen Storm 0.
Nice thing about that drive is the Raiders got stymied a couple of times by penalties and were able to overcome them. The big play on that drive was the scamper, 2 scampers actually by John Yucatel. And for the second time tonight, Hudson will line up to kick off the ball.
Christian Bell the kickoff for the Raiders. McCashin Brantley next to receive.
Christian paces off his steps, signals the official he's ready, approaches the ball, and the kick is away. So this will be the second kickoff. This one's let go also. Looks like Chanhassen is content just to let the ball go through the end zone and take the ball on the 20.
Kickoff resulting in a touchback in the end zone. Chanhassen will start 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line.
Kind of surprised me if they watched the tapes from last week's game. Hudson did give up a big return to Minnetonka. Which got Minnetonka the ball out close to midfield for one of their drives. But we'll take it. Once again, Hutton will go from the shotgun. It's an inside screen, nicely defended. That's Lucas Trainer right there to make a tackle for loss. It's loss of about 2, 1.5, 2. Tried to do a little bit of a wide receiver screen there. Did not fool the Raider defense. Trainer coming up from his safety position. Hutton will go from under center, takes a snap, hands off. Oh, he keeps the ball. Looks like there's being a handoff up the middle. He keeps the ball. He's tackled. Looks like he got just to about the 25-yard line.
Tackled by John Cryer.
Which will be up 3rd and 5.
5 for Chanhassen.
Cryer made that last tackle. Number 13, John Cryer, junior defensive back. Unsure if he's the brother of Matt Cryer, previous Raider lineman, offensive lineman, one of the good ones. I believe he's now playing down in lacrosse. Pass by Hutton. He's going to try that wide receiver screen again. Did not get the first down. Sniffed out nicely by the Raider defense. Koski and Ducharme there, along with Holden Tim. Sakula was there. Like Coram was there. So over the second straight series, Chanhassen will have to punt from deep in their own territory. This snap will come from the 28-yard line. Ooh, another terrible kick. This is going to be out of bounds. I don't know if that even got to the 40-yard line. Oh, that's a very fortunate spot. There is no way they can't spot that there. Yeah, they're going to spot it right at the 40, and I even think that's a generous spot. So no opportunity for a return on that kick, but with a punt like that, you really don't need a return. Raiders will set up with a short field, 1st and 10 at the Chanhassen 40-yard line. You can tell brings them up to the line. Hudson will very rarely huddle. You can tell under center. Marvin comes in motion. Handoff to Dimmel up the middle. Nothing happening again up the middle. Maybe got a half a yard, if that.
Dimmel on the carry. No gain, 2nd and 10.
They even brought Marvin in as kind of a motion to try to get one more blocker in the middle, and just nothing happened in the middle of that Chanhassen defense. You can tell take snap. He keeps it this time. Pitches out. He's got some room. That's Yuri Bronson. Yuri Bronson will carry it down to the 25-yard line for a first down.
Yuri Bronson on the carry. That's a Hudson Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You could tell running this option to perfection. I don't know who. They got all kinds of movement there. False start they're going to call on the Raiders. Everybody moved but the center. Everybody moved, and the ball was still sitting on the 25-yard line. So that'll bring up 1st and 15 from the 30. That'll give the offensive line coach fits. Once again, you can tell run the option. Pitches out to Marvin. Marvin, a very late pitch. Marvin got back the 5 yards they lost the penalty, but nothing more.
Marvin on the carry, tackled by number 3, Poppin.
Bronson and Marvin in the background. Marvin comes in motion. The handoff is up the middle to Dimmel. He's got a little more room this time. He's across the 20. Down inside the 20. Looks like he got down to about the 18-yard line. It's going to bring up about a 3rd and 3. 3rd and 4.
Dimmel on the carry, tackled by Lanners. Brings up a 3rd down and 3.
This is going to be 4-down territory, so the Raiders have 2 downs to get the first down. Marvin goes in motion. Hudson once again trying to do that little hard count where they try to draw the defense off line, not working. This time Bronson will go in motion. Pitches to Bronson. He's got a little room. Spins, does just short of the 20 or the 15-yard line. This is going to bring up a 4th down. But it should be 4th and short. We have 4th and about 2.
Brings up a 4th and 1.
Be a long 1, a short 2. Hudson quickly to line of scrimmage. You can tell barks out the counts. He's going to try, once again, tries to get him a jump. Defense having none of it. Up the middle, Dimmel does not get it. The Chanhassen defense comes up strong.
Dimmel on the carry.
Little questionable call there, I think, by the Raiders. I think I would have tried something wide. They've been at success going wide all night. They haven't had anything work up the middle except for, you could tell, running. So So Chanhassen will take over just across the 15-yard line, about the 17-yard line. Raiders squander a golden opportunity there to get another touchdown. That's one thing that the Raider offense has been known for in years past, is the staunch ability to get that 1 or 2 yards whenever they need it. The big offensive line, and this offensive line is pretty good. Hutton hands the ball off up the middle for a nice gain of about 5.
Kirkhoff on the carry. Niederhauser on the tackle. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5.
Hutton will go out of shotgun. Once again, everybody out wide. Looks like he wants to hand it off the middle. Nothing happened. Kept the ball. Was trying to run up the middle. Like Holden Tim was right there. Loss of 2 on the play. We're going to 3rd and 7.
2-yard loss.
So with 47, 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Maybe the last play.
3rd and 8 for the Storm.
I got to believe Chanhassen is going to throw the ball here. They haven't had anything going on the ground. Well, now we've got a stoppage of play. Rewind the clock. 29 seconds. Hutton in the shotgun. Kirkhoff behind him. Rolls to his right. Pressure coming. Reeder tackles. Sacks him for a big loss inside the 10. Tackle at about the 7-yard line. So that'll bring up 4th and about 20, and out comes the punting unit. Hudson calls a timeout. Hudson must want him to punt. Wind is going from our left to right or from east to west, so smart call by Hudson stopping the clock there to make him kick into the wind. Their first 2 kicks have been poor, to say the least. Another good chance for the Raiders to get the ball back with great field position. 6 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We'll have Trainer and John Cryer back to receive the punt. Chanhassen will be punting out of their own end zone. Always a dangerous spot here because something goes wrong. You could end up with a safety or a touchdown for the Raiders. Chanhassen spreads everybody out on the offensive line. The kick's away. This is a much better kick. Cryer over there by it. Oh, it takes a Hudson bounce. It'll bounce at about the 41-yard line. Bounces back inside the 40. Hudson will take over. 1st and 10, just inside the 40, about the 39 and a half. 1 second to go, so Hudson will run one play with the wind. Not that much of a wind, at least that I can feel up here, but looking at the flags and the trees, there's a definite east to west wind. Hudson's had plenty of opportunities here in the first quarter. Yucatel's going to pass. Ball overthrown. It was Weismeyer. Really wasn't open.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Hudson Raiders.
So that'll end the first quarter. We'll change ends of the field, and Hudson will have it 2nd and 10. in Chanhassen territory. Hudson's going to have to take some advantage of these field position they're getting. They got that big lead last week and then saw it dwindle away in the second half. So Util brings the offense up the line of scrimmage. Backs off, waiting for make sure the yardage markers are set. It's going to hand off to Marvin up the middle. Marvin's got some room. He cuts back towards the middle. No one's going to catch him. Oh, yes. Oh, he was tackled at the 5-yard line. I thought he was going to make it into the end zone. He broke away. I looks like we got an injury. One of the Chanhassen players is down. I believe that's the player that made the tackle. Well, we'll hope it's nothing serious.
We have an injury on the field.
So both teams will take a knee as we attend to the injured player. That's number 3, Andrew Poppin, one of the captains, senior defensive back. Jogs off the field, so it doesn't look like anything serious, which is good to see. And Hudson will take over 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal for the Raiders on the 5-yard line.
I'd really like to see the Raiders pound this up the middle, but they just haven't had any success. Other than the 2 runs, one by Marvin there and the other one by Util up the middle. Now they're going to hand it off. Oh, no, he'll keep it. Util's got the corner. That's a touchdown. Made it look easy. Faked the handoff to Dimmel up the middle. The defense collapsed, and Util pretty much walked into the end zone. So Hudson will send out Christian Bell to attack on the extra point. With 11:40 to go in the first half, Hudson leads 13-0. Bleacher creatures in full form here tonight. And the kick is good, so that will bring the score 14-0.
Raiders 14, Chanhassen 0.
Much smaller crowd here than last week, but it's still a good crowd for a Thursday night game. And with impending weather, let's just hope it holds off till about 9:30.
Folks, we had a car key found in the parking lot. It's on a lanyard with a Cabela's lanyard. If you lost your keys, come to the press box, please.
And Hudson will line up to kick off for the 3rd time here in the first half. Kicked off to start the game and then scored twice. This will be the final tune-up for Hudson before opening of Big Rivers Conference play next week. Hudson will be at Superior next week. It's nice to play Superior early in the year when you get up there and the weather's not going to be quite so brutal. Well, Christian Bell was able to kick the ball into the end zone on his last 3 kickoffs. Let's see what he can do here. Or in his first 2 kickoffs. Let's see what he can do here. Third kickoff. Oh, this one's a low line drive into the wind. This will be returned. No! Oh! Kind of a mix-up on the return team there. Like number 43, Levi Reese, looked like he was going to try to attempt to return that ball and took kind of an odd hop, hopped right along the ground and just rolled into the end zone. And for the 3rd time, Chanhassen will take over on their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Hutton will go from under center. Takes a snap, keeps it, tries to get to the outside. Ooh, broke a tackle, got almost, looks like he crossed the 26 out to the 27, 28-yard line.
Hutton tackled by Joe Geisler, gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Miles Jensen comes off the field. Nose tackle, give him a little bit of a break. Number 94 is Zammy Schwartz. Junior comes in, give him a little breather. Hutton, once again, under center. Pitches to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff's going to pass. He's got a receiver. Oh, and it's caught. The old halfback pass worked successfully for Chanhassen. Gets the ball down inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. Chanhassen will have 1st and 10.
Tackled by Joe Sekulu.
They're going to hurry up, get up to the line of scrimmage.
Chanhassen on the 27-yard line.
Kenyon Brannon, senior wide receiver, pretty big kid, definitely much taller than the Hudson defensive backs. Chanhassen tries to run the ball in the middle with Kirchhoff, stacked up there by Koski and Jensen.
Tackled by Holm. 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, Hutton keeps the ball this time, tries to get the outside, he's pushed to the outside, tries to get back, it'll go down right there. Jake Niederhauser.
Hutton on the carry, tackled by Niederhauser and Tim.
That'll be a loss of about a yard, so bring up 3rd and 12. I actually lost a 3. It'll be 3rd and 12. And this is, I got to believe, 4-down territory for the Storm, so hand off. No, a pitch to Kirchhoff. That was 34. That pitch was to Chad Clute. That's short of the 1st down. So we bring up 4th down and about 4.
4th and 3 for Chanhassen at the Raider 20-yard line.
So Raider defense, a chance to stand tall here. Get off the field on 4th down. Chanhassen lines up with 2 wide receivers. Hutton under center. Hutton hands. Oh, look, he's going to pass. Incomplete. A little bit of hand checking going on in the end zone, but no flag was called. Cryer on the defense tried going once again to Kenyon Brannon. So Hudson will take over, 1st and goal on the 20-yard line. Or first and 10, excuse me. So 8:37 left to go. Hudson dodges a bullet there. Keeps Chanhassen off the scoreboard, gets the ball back on their own 20-yard line. You can tell under center. Hands off the middle to Marvin. Marvin's got some room again. He splits the defenders. He's still going out over the 50 to the 45, down to the 42-yard line. Braden Marvin having a huge game running up the middle.
It's a 36-yard gain, 1st and 10.
If you can't get it with the fullback up the middle, let's get it with the halfback. Once again, we'll pitch it out. This is to Yuri Bronson. Yuri's got some room. He's got the corner. Inside the 30, inside the 25. He'll be just short of the 20. Looks like he's down about the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. So a couple of nice runs there by the Raiders.
That results in another Hudson Raider 1st down.
We have Trapiccio and Bronson with Dimmel in the backfield, along with nothing happening there. Pitch. Oh, it faked me right out. Pitches to Trapiccio. Trapiccio gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Trapiccio on the carry, tackled by Poppin.
Utel's doing a fine job of hiding that handoff. Storm played it nicely there. Once again, Util under center. Brings Marvin in motion, trying to get the defense to jump. Doesn't happen. Oh, fumble! Oh, Hudson jumps on it. It was Marvin. They're trying to pitch it to Marvin. Marvin couldn't quite get a handle on it. Falls back down. So they'll bring up a 3rd and about 12.
Loss of 3, brings up 3rd and 12 from the 23.
Raiders ball right on the resting on the 23-yard line. Hudson will line up with 3 wide receivers. You can tell in the shotgun. Brings Marvin in motion. Keeps it. He's got some room up the middle. Still running. Down. Looks like he's going to be close to the 1st down. Inside the 15. Looks like he got about the 14. Needed about 2 more yards. 3 more yards. It'll be 4th and 3 for the Raiders.
Brings up 4th and 3 from the 14.
And I'm sure the Raiders will try to get the Storm to jump off sides. Hudson calls a timeout.
Timeout, Hudson.
Coach Cowell saw something he didn't like. I believe that's Hudson's second called timeout. They still show all 3 up on the board, but I believe that was their second timeout. 1 remaining with 6:14 to go in the first half. Kind of a crucial down here for the defense of Chanhassen. They can ill afford to let the Raiders go up by 21. Hudson brings in Wes Corum on offense. Oh, they're going to try a field goal. Out comes Christian Bell to try what's going to be a 30-yard field goal. This ball will be spotted right at the 20-yard line. The placement's down. The kick is away. It looks like he got it. Yes, and he did. So Hudson will make it 17-0.
Hudson Raiders 17, Chanhassen 0.
Well, I think that's one of those plays you do in the preseason that you might not do in the regular season, just to see if you can do it. And maybe now they know they can, maybe they will do it in the season. Christian Bell had plenty of leg for that. Looks like it would have been good for another 10 out. So Hudson will line up to kick off again. 6 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the first half. Yet to see a kick return by the Storm.
Christian Bell to kick off for the Raiders. McDesh and Brantley deep for Chanhassen.
So Bell signals he's ready. And the run up. And the kick is away. Another nice kick. This one is taken inside the 5, out over the 10. He's wrapped up there. Just looks like he got right to the 20-yard line, maybe just across the 20. So Chanhassen will take over there, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tackled by Andy Johnson.
So not really much of a gain there with letting it bounce through the end zone or returning it.
1st and 10 for Chanhassen on the 21-yard line.
Hutton will go from under center. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Hands it off to Kirkhoff. Oh, Reeder has him in the backfield. Looks like maybe that was Geisler. That was 47. Looked like that was 47. Joe Geisler on the tackle. Thought it was Reeder. I saw the 4. I thought it was 44. Ryan Reeder, but second and a long 9. Another swing pass. Raiders wrap it up nicely. Looks like he gets out just across the 25. Bring up 3rd and about 4. Looks like they're going to spot it right at the 25. Just across the 25.
Brings up 3rd and 5 from the 26.
So here we go with another 3rd down situation. Once again, they'll line up Kirkhoff out in a wide receiver in the slot on the far side of the field with 2 wide receivers to the near side. Swing pass. And he was met initially by a Raider. Couldn't quite make the tackle, but slows him down enough so Holden Tim could come over and clean it up. That'll bring up 4th and a very short 4th and 1. Well, it's decision time for the Storm here. It looks like they're going to bring out their punt team. Looked for a minute there, a second there, like they were thinking about going for it. Offense was lingering on the field, but Coach Rosberg thinks better of it and brings out the punt team. Oh, we're gonna have a flag for a delay of game. Took a little bit too long to get that play off, so that'll march them back 5.
Delay of game penalty on Chanhassen.
Lucas Trainer and John Cryer will move up 5 more yards. Get ready for the kick. So one strength of the Raider game has been their special teams. They've always been able to run back a couple of kicks for touchdowns in years past. See if maybe they can get one here. Nice punt. Be fielded by Trainer. Nice block by Cryer. Trainer makes one-man miss. He's got some room. He's getting to the outside. He's got the corner. Tackled out of bounds at the 49-yard line. So Hudson will start there on their own 49. Be 1st and 10. Nice block by John Cryer there. Nice job by Trainer to make the other gunner miss. Almost got around the corner and broke that, but John Cryer, they've got him listed at 6 feet, 160 pounds. That must be soaking wet because he doesn't look that big to me, but he made a nice block there. Marvin in motion. Handoffs up the middle. Dimmel will get across the 50 down to the Chanhassen 49-yard line. Pickup of 2.
Tackled by Ebert. Gain of 2. 2nd and 9.
That offensive line of Hudson done a nice job on some of the misdirection stuff. They're having a hard time getting the power running game going, but game's still early. That's the type of thing that usually takes off in the second half. Oh, nice pass. He's got his man. Oh, what a pass by Yucatel. Hits. It's Jamison Krause down the middle.
That's a 40-yard gain and another Hudson Raider. First down.
Hits Jamison Krause in stride. Defender was right there to pull him down, but that was a beautiful pass by John Yucatel. Raiders will set up inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal at about the 8. Handoffs up the middle of Dimmel. He's got some room. Oh, makes one man miss, and he goes. Oh, how did he get into the end zone? Nice job by Dayton Dimmel to get into the end zone. Was not to be denied on that. Oh, we've got another injured player. That's not good. That's a Chanhassen player down. He's not moving. That's not good. Referee's there, takes off his helmet. Dayton Dimmel looked like he was going to be stacked up for a short gain and just kept his legs pumping and got into the end zone. Oh, no, he's moving now. He's up, sitting up. That's good to see. The most important thing of this game is no injuries. Most important ability is availability, and if you're hurt, you're not available. With the concussion protocols they have nowadays, you get your bell rung, you're going to be done for probably 3 to 4 weeks. I don't know which Chanhassen player that was, if that's Brantley. That would not be good if that's who that was. Looked like it was number 7, Robert Brantley.
Christian Bell to attempt the extra point.
So once again, Christian Bell will come out to attempt the extra point. 3 minutes to go. Hudson's leading 23-0. Oh, high snap. The kick is low, but it gets through. Oh, nice job by Yucatel to get that ball down. Snap was a little high. Yucatel handles it, gets it down.
Yucatel on the hold.
Bell puts it through, so the score now 24-0.
Chanhassen 0.
Give it to the guy with the microphone in there. So 3 minutes to go in the first half, and Hudson takes a commanding 24-0 lead over Chanhassen Storm. Christian Bell's getting a workout here in the first half. That's what we like to see. Hudson snubbed in the Week 1 coaches poll, was not in the top 10 in D1. But that's once again being over here on the west side of the state. You just don't get the attention that you do if you're down around the Milwaukee, Madison, or the west side of the state in the Stevens Point, Green Bay area. But it's early. These polls will change. I'm sure that Hudson, the coaching staff, doesn't mind flying under the radar. Ready, and Bell with the run-up and the kick. Another nice kick. This one will be fielded at just outside the 5. Cuts up the middle. Oh, scoots along. Look at it, he was going to be down just inside the 25. Gets out over the 25 to about the 28-yard line. Chanhassen will take over there, 1st and 10, their own 28-yard line. Bryce Ducharme in there on the tackle.
27-yard line.
Bryce Ducharme got a lot of playing time at defensive back last year. Made some great plays. Hutton under center. Trying to draw Hudson offside. Won't do it. Drops back to pass. Trying to throw quick out. Gets, oh. Normally sure tackling Hudson. Misses a tackle there. Allows Brandon to get almost out to midfield.
2-yard gain, 1st and 10, Chanhassen.
Hudson normally a sure tackling defensive team. Once again, Hutton will go from under center. Oh, nothing happening there. Jack Niederhauser was not fooled by the handoff. Tackles Hutton for about a 4 or 5 yard loss. Back at the 40, just across the 45-yard line.
From their 45-yard line.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 15 for the Storm. Hutton will line up under center. 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Drops back to pass once again. Plenty of pressure. Oh. Where's the offensive pass interference on that? You know, the ball was overthrown. Brandon basically runs through
Incomplete.
Cryer.
Covered by Cryer. 3rd and 15.
If Cryer's 6 feet tall, that Brandon has to be the 7 feet tall because he's got a full head on Cryer. Nice defensive job there by Cryer. Two wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hutton in the shotgun. 3rd and 15. Handoffs up the middle. Nice run. Gets about 10. Bring up 4th and 4 from the Hudson 44-yard line.
Miles Jensen.
And it looks like Chanhassen is going to go for it here.
Gain of 11 brings up 4th and 4 for the Storm.
Hudson been replacing players pretty liberally here in the first half. Like to get a lot of guys playing time on defense. And now Chanhassen will call a timeout. They want to think about it.
Timeout called by Chanhassen.
So with 1:05 left in the first half, Chanhassen deciding what they're going to do on 4th down, 4th and 4, trailing 24-0. On one hand, you'd really like to get the 4th down, if nothing else, to keep the Raider offense off the field. The last thing you want to do is give it up and give Hudson another short field and give them a chance to go down and get another score. And it looks like they're going to punt. Well, but, you know, maybe we'll see a fake. Snap. The kick is away. A high kick. Oh, Hudson players ran into each other. Trainer has it, dancing around, gets out across the 15 out to about the 17-yard line.
Quarterback punt returned by Trainer to the Raider 18-yard line.
Need to have a little bit more communication back there. Looked like Cryer was in pretty good position to field that, and then Trainer came over and pretty much took it away from him. Well, we'll see what Hudson chooses to do here. They got 53 seconds. I would imagine they're just going to run the ball. I would imagine, yeah, it looks like Hudson's just going to line up in a tight set, hand it off to Dimmel up the middle. Dimmel's got some room. He's outside. He's out across the 40, out to the 44-yard line. Hudson may rethink this. 46 seconds left. Hudson hurrying up, trying to get the offensive lineman up there. Waiting for the chains to get set. Hudson's ready to go. Cryer calls the play under center. Once again, they'll hand it off in the middle. This is looks like number 22, Jordan Carranza with another big run inside the 40 out to the 35-yard line. 39 seconds. Hudson will have it 1st and 10. Hudson once again quickly to the line. The chains are now set. You can tell under center, hands off to Marvin. Marvin's can't get out of the way of his own blocker. So now Hudson will call a timeout with 31 seconds to go. 2nd down and 10. Ball resting right on the 35-yard line. Hudson needs to get at least 15 yards to try a Christian Bell field goal. Yeah, maybe more than that. They might need to get 20 yards. I don't think they'd try anything outside maybe 35 yards. So they'd have to get to the 17, 18. They have to get to the 18-yard line. Ball will be spotted on the 25. I think that was Hudson's last timeout, so the only way to stop the ball here is either to ground it or have it go out of bounds. Or I think they'll stop it on a touchdown too, so let's just do that.
2nd and 10 for Hudson from the 35.
We haven't seen a lot of passing from Yucatel in the first half. Got 3 wide receivers here. Marvin goes in motion. Yucatel out of the shotgun. Oh, now they tried a little crossing pattern with Wiesmeyer. Wiesmeyer gets no gain. So 16, 15. Yucatel gets him up there. This is probably going to be the last play. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. He's rolling out. Throws the ball deep. Oh, it bounced around. Looked like there were a couple opportunities for it to be caught, both by Chanhassen and Hudson. So we got 2.4 seconds left. We'll have time for one more play. That'll bring up 4th down.
Broken up by Weissman. Brings up 4th down and 10 from the 35.
I think we're going to see a similar play, something where they can throw it into the end zone. Maybe get a defensive interference call. Hudson will line up 4 wide receivers, 3 to the top side, 1 to the near side. Yucatel drops back to pass, good protection, throws the ball deep. Once again, incomplete, defended nicely by Chanhassen. And that will end the first half with Hudson leading 24-0. And Hudson will get the ball to start the second half.
And that's the end of the first half with the score.
So with that, we will be back shortly. Welcome back for the second half of the second game of the 2014 Hudson Raider football season. We're here at Newton Field playing the Chanhassen Storm. Hudson enjoying a 24-0 lead. Hudson will receive the ball to start the second half here. Hudson pretty much did everything they wanted to in the first half. I think they only gave up 4 first downs on defense, which is extremely well played half. One of those on a halfback pass, which a little early in the season to be pulling that kind of stuff out of your hat, but I guess now's the time to try it because if it works, you may want to use it later. But you do kind of hate to put that kind of stuff on film. Hudson will send Braden Marvin back to return the kick.
Hudson will receive the second half kickoff.
Along with Herrick Weissmeyer. And looks like John Cryer. John is the brother of former Raider Matt Cryer. Matt, one of the outstanding offensive linemen for Hudson.
Clue kicking for Chanhassen.
Graduated in 2011.
Is deep for Hudson.
Well, we've got a whistle. Let's see what that's all about. Well, I guess we're ready now. And the run up and the kick. And this will be, Cryer can't come with the handle. Now he's got it. He's up across the 10. He's out. He's not going to get to the 15. Cryer tried to field it a little high and let it get over his head, and he had to turn around to grab it. So not a good return for Hudson. Hudson will start, looks like on the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Raiders on their own 13-yard line.
You could tell comes back in at quarterback. You can tell under center. We'll hand the ball off to Marvin. Marvin will try to get around the far side. He's got the corner. He's got some room. He's out across the 25. Looks like he'll be tackled at about the 26-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
That's a 12-yard gain and another Hudson Raider. 1st down.
And looking at the way the Chanhassen defense played that first half, crashing their defensive linemen down the middle and their linebackers, Hudson has the edge if they want it. Here's a pitch. It's got some room. That was Jordan Carranza on the carry. Pick up of about 8. Bring up 2nd and 2.
That's a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 from the 35.
So the ball just inside the 35-yard line. You could tell under center. Marvin, the handoff wide. Marvin cuts it up the middle. Cuts it inside. He's out to the outside across the 50. Looks like he's going to be tackled at about the 49-yard line of Chanhassen. Another big run for Braden Marvin, having an outstanding game.
That's another Hudson Raider. 1st down. 1st and 10 from the Chanhassen 49.
It's like Yuri Bronson comes in to replace Marvin. Or it's actually it's number 20. Capriccio comes in. Demo runs the ball up the middle. Gets about 5, 4. Be 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line of Chanhassen. Once again, you can tell under center, hands it off the middle to Dimmel. Dimmel's got some room. Carrying a Chanhassen defender on his back. Gets across the 40 to the 35-yard line. That's going to be another 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 from the Chanhassen 35.
This is a really impressive drive by Hudson thus far. So again, you can tell under center. So again, they'll hand the ball off up the middle. And that's to Nick Holm.
Nick Holm on the carry.
Nick Holm will get about, looks like he got almost 10 yards. It's going to be just short of the 1st down. Now the officials are they're going to call a timeout to get a measurement here.
Officials timeout. We'll have a measurement for the 1st down.
Hudson finding some success running off the left side of the center. And it's going to be a 1st down.
1st down, Hudson.
So that'll make it 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Brought in number 25, Nick Holm, to replace Dayton Dimmel at fullback. Once again, Holmes will hand it off. It looked like that was Trapiccio. Nothing happened there. It looks like maybe might have lost a yard or two. Marvin will come in. Trapiccio comes out. And it'll be 2nd and 11. Marvin in motion. Marvin gets the ball wide, cuts it up the middle. Cuts it. Oh, we got a couple of flags. I think we're gonna have a hold there. Or maybe we can go for a face mask. Maybe. We're gonna have holding against the Raiders, so that'll march them back.
Holding on the Raiders. 10-yard penalty.
So that'll mark the ball back to about the 34-yard line. 2nd and 20. You could tell, take it out of the shotgun. You could tell going to try to run it up the middle this time, and nothing happened there. Be tackled at the 35-yard line. And what started out to be such a promising drive is kind of stalled here after that holding call. Can bring up 3rd and 19 or 20. You could tell waiting for the call from the sideline. You could tell calling the play at the line. Under center, takes a snap. Fakes a handoff. He's got plenty of time. Winds up, throws it deep. Oh, ball was well overthrown. So he was trying to get out there to Jamison Krause. So that'll bring up 4th down. And looks like they're going to punt. Looks like Christian Bell is going to be back there to punt as well.
Bell back to punt.
Well, so it started out to be a great drive. Is now stalled, and Hudson will punt the ball. 8:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. The snap, the catch, the kick, and it's a high kick. The ball was batted by a Hudson player, tried to bat it back, and then fielded by Chanhassen. Tried to make something out of nothing. He's tackled at the 5-yard line, and Chanhassen will take over deep in their own territory. That's one of those situations, I believe, that once Hudson touched the ball, it couldn't revert possession. And no matter what would have happened, Chanhassen would have retained possession. No harm in going after the ball once the Hudson players touched it. Hutton will take the snap from under center. Handoffs up the middle. Oh, run with some running room. That by far Kirchhoff's best run of the night. Picked up about 20. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 25. Once again, Hutton will take the ball from under center. Handoff again up the middle. And pick up about 5 or 6 yards.
Kirchhoff on the carry. Tackled by Xander Motu. 2nd and 4 from the Chanhassen 30.
Once again, Hutton will take the snap from under center. And so he pitches it out to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff trying to get the edge. Looks like he picked up enough to get the first down, depending on the spot. Looks like they're going to mark it just short of the 35-yard line. It's going to depend on the spot. They're going to mark it at the 34, so that should be short of the first down. That's going to bring up third and about a foot.
3rd and 1.
Well, let's see if we can have something good happen for the Hudson defense here. We haven't had a turnover yet for the Raiders. Looks like Hutton just decided to keep it, and quarterback sneak gets the first down. Picked up 3 yards.
Tackled by a host of Raiders. First down, Chanhassen.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the Chanhassen 37-yard line. Hutton back to pass, throws. Braden's got it. Another nice gain.
Hutton's pass to Brandon complete.
Kenyon Brannon.
By Cryer. First down, Chanhassen.
Big wide receiver, 6'4". If I was Chanhassen, I'd be doing a lot of pitch and catch. Throw up some jump balls. Definitely have a height advantage on the Hudson secondary. Going to hand it off up the middle. Kirchner, nothing happening there. Or Kirchhoff, excuse me.
Olsen on the carry. Tackled by Niederhauser. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 for the Storm offense. Once again under center, takes a snap, throws another wide receiver screen. He's well sniffed out by the Raider defense. Picks up about 2 yards, so it'll bring up 3rd and 7. Xander Motu on the tackle.
It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 45-yard line.
And this is probably a situation now where you're going to see a 4-down territory for the Storm when you're down by 24. And we've got a stoppage of the clock for, and Chanhassen calls a timeout. Kind of an unusual spot for a timeout.
Folks, we have a lost cell phone in the press box. It's a Samsung dual-tech phone.
I think Chanhassen has as many first downs on this drive as they had in the whole first half.
Has a picture of a young lady with a Pomeranian poodle on the screensaver. That's all I can tell you. If you lost
That
your phone,
defensive line of Reeder, Jensen, and Tim been doing a nice job so far this season. Had some pretty big shoes to fill after the last 2 years' squads. And for that matter, for the last 3 or 4 years' squads. But it just seems like Hudson always just manages to somehow find these guys and just reload. Hutton out of the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers out. He's going to hand off to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff's got some room, and it looks like he'll be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down, but it's a very manageable 2 yards.
Kirchhoff on the carry.
This ball will be spotted right on the 40.
Brings up 4th and 2 from the Raider 40.
And we need the Raider defense to stand tough here. That was an opportunity there for them to get a stop with a shorter gain. It's a very manageable 4th and 2. Hutton out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands off to Kirchner. This way he's going to have the first down. I don't know why I want to keep calling him Kirchner. It's Kirchhoff. Got a mental block. It's hard enough for me to keep track of the Raider players, let alone the Chanhassen players, but so Holden Tim makes a stop, but just a little bit too far down the field to get the ball back, but we'll have a 1st and 10 from the Raider 38-yard line. Hutton under center, he's going to pass the ball. Pass it to Brandon. Brandon makes one player miss, but
Hutton's pass to Brandon complete. Tackled by Ducharme and Trainer.
and that'll be another 1st down, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the Hudson 25.
Chanhassen on the Raider 25-yard line.
Got 4:40 to play in the 3rd quarter. A lot of time left in this game for Chanhassen to get back in it. Hutton so we've got a delay a game penalty. That's a 2nd one on Chanhassen. That's not good. That'll make it 1st and 15 from the 30.
Delay of game penalty against Chanhassen.
Now Hutton will go over to the coach, gets the play,
Brings up 1st and 15.
and the wind the play clock. Now he lines up the wide receivers at the far side of the field. Hutton under center. Handoffs up the middle. Oh, Hutton held on to the ball a bit too long. Cole Kirchhoff slipped. Went down for little or no gain. Looks like he maybe got a half a yard.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 14.
We'll bring up 2nd down and 14. So again, Hutton will hand off. The tackle from behind by Holden Tim makes a nice tackle on the play.
Boyum on the carry. Tackle by
That looked like it was Isaac Boyum.
brings up 3rd and 12.
So we have 3rd and 12 from about the Raider 27-yard line. Holden Tim's playing really well at that right side defensive end in these first 2 games. There's a pass by Hutton. He's going to throw deep. Well overthrown. Trying to get the ball out to Chad Mapes.
Hutton's intended pass.
That'll bring up 4th down.
Fourth and 12 from the 27 of Hudson.
Well, I got to believe that Hutton's going to be looking for Bannon on this. Oh, it's down on the ground, and he's going to be sacked. It's a low snap. The ball went off the ground and hit his hand, and Hutton did everything he could just to scoop the ball back up, but there's a host of Raiders there. And on 4th down, the ball will be turned over. So Hudson will take over on the 31-yard line.
Hudson will take over. First and
So 2:58 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hudson takes over. And you could tell, hands off to Dimmel up the middle. Dimmel's best run of the night.
Debo on the carry.
Gets outside the 40. It's about the 41-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Gain of 9. 2nd 1 from the 41.
Need to get just across the 41. Got just short of the 41. So Dimmel in the backfield again. Oh, we've got some motion. We're going to have procedure penalty on Hudson. So that's going to push it back. It's going to make it second and a long 5.
Penalty on the play, false start on the Raiders. 5-yard penalty. It'll be second and 6.
Yeah, Raiders, again, quickly up the line. You could tell under center. Marvin in motion, gives it to Demel up the middle. Demel gets, he's going to be close. He got the 5 back that they lost on the penalty. He's going to bring up third and about 1.
3rd and 1 from the Raider 40.
They're going to mark it just across the 40. They got to get about a yard, good strong yard. Once again, Demel will take the ball. Look, he has the first down. Not by a whole lot, but needed 1. He got 3.
Demel on the carry.
Dayton Demel's not a huge fullback. Got him listed at 5'10", 185 pounds. Once again, Demel will take the ball. Falls forward for a gain of about 5.
Demel on the carry. Tackled by Landers.
Hudson's in kind of a
Second and 6 from the 40.
mode here. They're trying to run some clock off. Perfectly content to get 4 or 5 yards at a crack. Marvin in motion. The pitch. He's got some room. 1 man to beat. There he goes. Oh, tackled down inside the 30. Looks like he got down to the 25-yard line. It'll be first down, Raiders.
That's another Hudson Raider first down. 1st and 10 from the Chanhassen 25.
That play has worked so well all night for the Raiders. Marvin had a big play called back on a penalty last week. Utah takes a snap. Again, hands off to Demel up the middle. Gets across the 25, down about the 24-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. 2nd and 8 from the 23 for Hudson.
Like Terpiccio and Bronson in there at the halfback position. Oh, we got more motion.
Flag on the play.
Oh, we've got it on encroachment on the defense. Well, that'll give the Raiders 5 yards, 5 free ones. So they bring up 2nd and about 4.
Encroachment on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Brings up 2nd and 4 from the 19.
Got Herink Weismeyer, the receiver on the near side. Util under center. Hands off. No, keeps it. Cuts it up the middle. He's got some room. He's going to score. You can tell in again for a touchdown. That'll make the score 30-0. With it looks like 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Kristen Bell will come out to attempt the extra point. John, you can tell this is the holder. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. No, they're saying no good. From my vantage point, it's hard for me to see, but it looked like it went through to me.
Extra point is no good. And the score, Hudson 30, Chanhassen 0. Could Rachel Ecker please come to the press box? Rachel Ecker to the press box, please.
Well, after this play, Hudson should have the wind at their back for the rest of the game. Wind has picked up a little bit. Still blowing from our left to right or from east to west. Bell's did a nice job kicking into this wind so far tonight.
Bell to kick off. Rice and Olson to receive.
And the run up and the kick. This is much shorter kick. It's going to be fielded just inside the 20s, out across the 25, across the 30, out to the 40. Nice return by Chanhassen. They'll have their best field position so far. 34 seconds to go in the third quarter. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
To the 38-yard line, tackled by Josh DeZiel of the Raiders. 1st and 10, Chanhassen.
Actually looks like they're going to spot it on the 38-yard line. Chanhassen will take over there, 1st and 10. Handoff, once again, up the middle, picks up 7. And I believe that's probably going to end the third quarter. 25 seconds.
Gain of 6. That'll be 2nd and 4 from the 45-yard line.
Well, it looks like we're going to get one more play off here. 12 seconds. Hutton will take the snap from under center. The handoff's up the middle. And the first down. Looks like that was number 3 on the carry.
Olson on the carry.
No, excuse me, not number 3. Let's say number 9, Tyler Olson.
Gain of 7. That's a Chanhassen.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter with Hudson leading 30-0.
With the score, Hudson Raiders 30, Chanhassen Storm 0.
This may be a game where Cowles can get a chance to look at some of the non-starting players. Knowing Cowles' history, he'll wait until the very end to make too many mass substitutions, but you may see a few new players getting some time in certain situations. So we got Christian Bell out there on defense now,
1st and 10, Chanhassen.
along with Sawyer Massey. Sawyer Massey, number 7. Hutton back to pass, rolling. Oh, looked like he had
Pass to
Mapes. Mapes just couldn't handle it. Passes a little low,
10.
but caught him in stride. Would have been a nice gain if he could have completed it. Hutton was under pressure. Ryan Reeder was in there. So we'll have 2nd and 10. Ball on the Hudson 48-yard line. Hutton once again under center. Takes a snap, hands off to number 9. Tries to take it around the far side. Gets the edge. So he's going to pick up about 7 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Olson on the carry. Forced out of bounds by John Cryer. It's a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the Raider 42.
It's like Zammy Schwartz is in there at nose tackle again. Ryan Reeder with the tackle for a loss. Nice play by the defensive end of the Raiders.
Hudson taken down in the backfield by number 44, Ryan Ryder.
Like Joe Geisler in there for Hudson, playing some linebacker, number 47.
Hudson 45-yard line.
Joe had a couple of older brothers that played for the Raiders. Graduated in 2009. Joe is a junior. Shotgun snap. Oh, and the ball should have been caught. Hit him in the hands.
Hudson will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line.
Well, it looks like we got a lot of changes on offense for the Hudson Raiders. I guess I was a little wrong about Cowles. He's got the whole second offensive unit out there now. Handoff up the middle. But number 8, Charlie Richards in at quarterback. And I'm not even going to begin to try to tell you all the changes. Richards pitches. Pitch is out to Trapiccio. Trapiccio makes a nice move to get the first down.
That's a gain of 10 and another Hudson Raider first down.
Looks like we got Taylor Preacher out there, number 73 on the offensive line.
1st and 10 from the 43 of
Number
Chanhassen.
55, Rob Geisler. Now, I don't know if those are both brothers or if they're from the same family, or it's like there's a bunch of Geislers out there. There's a Joe Geisler, or Tom Geisler, and Rob Geisler. I know there were a couple of Geislers that graduated in 2009. I can't believe they're all related, but unless they had twins and then triplets. Richards will take the snap from under center. Capiccio with a couple of nice moves, gets inside the 30. And at this point, it looks like both teams have decided to put in their second string.
Trapiccio on the carry, tackled by Clute. 1st and 10, Hudson on the Chanhassen 29.
Looks like Ty Nickerson comes in at wide receiver. Parker Johns in their offensive line. Richards keeps it, cuts up the middle. He's got the end zone. He's going to score. Oh, he's down at the 1 yard line. Charlie Richards did a nice job of faking the pitch and keeping the ball and turning it upfield and getting all the way down inside the 1. Almost got into the end zone.
Taken down at the 1 yard line. 1st and goal for the Raiders.
So they've got number 40, Ryan McDevitt, in there at halfback. Richards takes a snap, he's going to keep it himself. I don't know if he got in. Look at, he wanted to hand it off. There's a little bit of a mix-up in the backfield and decided to keep it himself. And
no gain, 2nd and goal for Hudson.
so that'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the 1 yard line. Richards barking out the calls. Handoff up the middle, and that looks like he's in for the touchdown. That looks like that was number 25, Nick Holm. This is valuable playing time for these guys because these are the guys that we're going to be counting on next year. And that'll make the score 36-0 with 8:32 left. Then they're looking for a holder. Johnny, you could tell, was comfortably on the bench, and now he's got to come out, and they don't have a second string holder, so I think special teams is one of those areas where you don't have a second string. The snap, the placement, the kick is good, and the kick is no good. He pushed it wide left. That's a second extra point that has been missed tonight. Bell normally dead on the extra points, but
Chanhassen 0.
And I got to believe after that series, you will not see Mr. Yucatel out on the field again unless it's in a holding situation. Hudson comfortably ahead. So I guess I'm going to have to do some research on that Geisler's because I don't know who's who. But Hudson will line up to kick off. Christian Bell.
Rice and Olsen to receive.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Bell kicking with the wind in the first half, but everyone into the end zone. 8:32 to go in the game. Line drive kick, and this one will go, lands halfway through the end zone and just keeps going. So it'll be a touchback, and the ball will be brought out to the 20-yard line.
First and 10, Chanhassen on their own 20-yard line.
And again, we've got a lot of new players out there in defense as well. We got number 74, John Lapnow, defensive line. 41, Connor Evans, goes there to linebacker position. Will Reese, number 16 at safety. It's like Mitch Swanson out there at corner. Fumble! And it looks, Hudson says they fell on it. And they say it is. The officials concur. So the second team Hudson defense goes out, and it is the mercy rule is in play, so they keep the clock running. Clock will not stop except for an injury or a timeout. Hudson offense will take over, 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. It's like Jacob Gillingham. Is out there. And now I know Jacob Gillingham has a couple of brothers that played for Hudson because they were on the offensive line with my son. So I know he had brothers that played.
First and 15.
And I know Jacob's mother, Chris, is a graduate of Hudson High School, 1979 graduate. Handoffs up the middle. And that's a number I do not even have on my scorecard, number 33 for Hudson. There's 33, whoever that is, up the middle for a nice gain.
Sitting and Beko on the carry. That's a gain of 7, 3rd and 3.
Richards takes the handoff. This is a new quarterback, number 4. Joe Gallardi.
McDevitt on the carry.
And we're going to have a flag. So this is Hudson's 3rd quarterback of the night. And that's going to be marched off. Looks like they're going to march it off against Hudson. So a holding or a block in the back. March off 10 yards, and we'll make it 3rd and 11. It's a clock ticking. 6 minutes to go. Oh. Nothing happened there. Let's bring up 4th down. Now, Hudson's outside of field goal range, I believe. So I think they're going to go for it on 4th down here. And I'm sure Hudson will just run the ball. Gallardi tries to keep it. Falls forward, and that'll be a turnover on downs for the Raiders. Number 96, Isa Fofana, checking in a defensive line for the Raiders. Number 9, Alex Richards out there, one of the corners. Number 31, Mitch Swanson's out there. It's hard to see all the numbers when you're on the side, but trying to catch them as I can. Alex Shaw out there, linebacker. Josh Diesel. Oh, handoff up the middle. Alex Richards, number 9, crashes the line of scrimmage. Make a tackle for a little gain. Clock ticking down to 4 minutes to go in the game.
2nd and 7 from the 27-yard line.
Handoffs up the middle. Nice gain. It's not quite a 1st down, but Storm runs the ball out to the 34-yard line. Look, Parker Dardine, number 79, checking in at defensive line.
1st down for Chanhassen on their own 34.
Chanhassen tries to run the ball off the left side, the offensive line. Nothing happening there. More players checking in. Number 67, Sam Truler comes in at nose tackle. Sam and a couple older brothers played football here at Hudson. Clayton Truler graduated in '79, and Travis Truler. I believe Clayton graduated in 2010. I think Travis graduated in 2008. Maybe
Tackled by number 11, Alex Shaw. It's a gain of 3, brings up 3rd and 6 from the 39.
It's like running down to 2 minutes left in the game. Ben Kreitch is playing quarterback for the Storm, junior quarterback. Even though this isn't the kind of minutes they'd want, but both teams are getting some benefit from these late-minute substitutions.
Switch on the carry.
You know, some of these players are only one injury away from being a starter, and
Tackle by 74.
Oh, and the
Timeout now.
fourth down will bring out the punt team. So I don't know what this is, the second
4th and 6 with the
second team defense.
39-yard line.
Hudson has nobody back to receive the punt. I don't know who's going to drop back. Oh, there we go. Sometimes you get a little nervous when these second teamers are there because knowing what the responsibility is on punts and punt returns. Ooh, short snap. The punt's away. Nice kick. A little bounce. Oh, and it looked like it hit a Raider, but alertly, and I can't get a number. One of the Raiders fell on it. Looks like it was number 38,
Odo's punt.
Bobby Hoopfell.
Recovered by Bobby Humpel.
Fell on it. Real heads-up play by Bobby there, getting on the ball that could have been recovered by Chanhassen.
1st and 10.
And with 44 seconds of counting, Hudson will probably only run one play. And there's the play clock, so they're going to have to run one play. And I imagine it's going to be a victory formation, and that'll be it. And these are the players that probably aren't going to get a lot of victory formations throughout the season, but here's one for them tonight. So that'll end it with 16 seconds and counting. Hudson 36, Chanhassen 0. A little bit surprised as Hudson had such an easy time with them. I thought it would be a little harder. I thought Chanhassen would probably try to throw the ball a little more. Maybe because of the wind, they were unable to do everything they wanted to do. But Chanhassen's a team, I believe, that's going to give some teams some fits. They've got a couple of really big receivers. They got a quarterback that can air it out. So I think we're going to see good things out of them. And Raiders continue to roll. Start out the season 2-0. We'll start conference play next Friday night in Superior, Wisconsin. If you can't be at the field, tune into the River Channel. Games are replayed on, I believe, on Saturday mornings, Sunday evenings, and then again on Monday mornings. If you'd like to get copies of the broadcast, contact the River Channel. You can buy either individual games or you can buy them as a season set. Usually the season set does include a highlight video. But the next home game will be against Menominee in 2 weeks. Rumor has it Menominee sustained a couple of injuries to a couple of key players that could have an impact on the game. But that's usually one game that we point to as going a long way in deciding who's going to be the Big Rivers Conference champion. And Hudson, with the way they've started out the season, have given no indications they're going to relinquish that crown anytime soon. So for the River Channel, this is Joel Eby signing off, and we will see you next week.